Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Tony and this is going to be your May general reading. As you know, this reading is for anyone that has a placement in the sign of Leo, such as Ascendant, Sun or Moon. Also, please be aware it's a general reading, take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest behind. In this reading, I'm gonna read for you the main energies that you might find yourself influenced by, Leo. All the events, all the happenings that needs to be mentioned and brought to your attention. So, let's have a look in what the month of May has in store for you, Leo. And we have Judgment Day in reverse as general energy for you in that period. Then we have Knight of Pentacles in upright position, the Fool in upright position too, and Nine of Cups also in an upright position. Then, right here, right now, at the beginning of the month of May, Leo, you have the Seven of Cups in an upright position. I believe that many of you are entering this period with a lot of questions about choices that you need to take, choices that you need to make, opportunities that you need to explore, and all to do with you making the right decision about your next move, your next choice that it's of importance to you. And I say of importance because at the same time, for the whole period, you have the Judgment Day in reverse. In upright position, this card indicates a serious life choice, a life choice decision, or anything as push, aim for you to move higher, to get on the next level, let's say. In reverse, it might indicate that such opportunity is not available to you, or it might indicate that this is not the right time, the right moment for you. And yet, you are faced with making a choice. You are facing this opportunity that you need to choose, make a certain decision about actually anything in your life. It's a general reading. It depends on your personal situation. Like if you need to choose, because it's a cup, it's an emotion, but if you need to choose a romantic partner, or you need to choose, for example, what to follow up on an emotional level, it might be also a creative project, business, career, anything that gets you emotional, Leo. And you are quite emotional of a sign. And still, there is opportunity for you to make a choice that can actually turn this energy around and make it available for you. It all depends from what you're gonna choose. The card of the Seven of Cups, it's a tricky one, because for many it represents many different options from which they can select, but honestly this is a card of making the right choice, trusting your heart, Leo. And this is something that you should be familiar of, because Leo is controlled in astrology, not controlled, but is associated, the sign of Leo is associated with the sun, and the sun is responsible for our heart. And also the Strength card in tarot, it's pretty much indicative of this. Leo, when you choose with your heart, you cannot choose wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. But let's get back to your reading, because right in the center of it, you have the Fool. and this is a brand new chapter in your life opening for you, most likely around the middle of the month, the middle of May. And it's a nice coincidence because Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, is actually changing signs right in the middle of the month, around 16th or 17th. It's moving from the sign of Aries, which for you Leo rising, it's your 9th house. It's actually moving to your 10th house of career, of recognition, and you leaving a mark in the world. So you actually are going to be benefiting from the supporting energies in your career sector, so to speak, in your reputation in the world for a year, starting from the middle of May up till the middle of 2024, May again. So, Leo, are you choosing something to do with your career? How to get higher, to level up, to move forward? It might be the case. And if you are worrying that this might not be available to you, or it might not be as what you were imagining or hoping to get with this choice, well, I have some very good news for you. First, having a look in all of these cards, Leo, you don't need to rush, because this new chapter, as I said, is supported. If it's a career change, if it's a new business, new opportunity that you want to undertake in actually in any area of your life, the Fool, it's a major new situation. It's a major new start. It's not just something little, like for example, you change your location. This is a brand new journey that it's opening for you. And if you have any worries, like, well, I'm not sure what it's going to be like, if I'm gonna really get where I want to go, well, the cards are pointing also the recipe, how to move forward in this opening that you're gonna be experiencing in the middle of the month of May. On one side, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And what is the most significant about this energy is that this is a slow moving energy. Actually, this is the slowest moving knight of them all, but is the one that usually gets the result that they are aiming for. Literally speaking, this is step by step, not rushing into the final, outcome of the situation, but making sure on a practical, tangible and very reasonable level to make sure that the first step is successful, then make the second step, and then little by little, one by one, moving forward, making sure at each step of the way that you have done the most, let's say, practical, down-to-earth, grounded judgment, and then you really solidified the first, step, then you make the second one. It's like not trying to rush, not trying to get overexcited, not trying to prove anything to anyone, but trusting that what you have in your heart, that it's like actually, the very genesis of this choice that you're going to be making in this period is gonna lead you where the most optimistic expectations of the Fool-like energy can bring you. And I'm saying this because you have also the Nine of Cups together with this new chapter, with this new beginning. Leo, this is wonderful energy. This is literally the Gypsy's wish come true card, but in this case, this is the energy of someone that is really satisfied to the fullest by their own decision, by their own choices, by their developments that they have experienced, and really being joyful about the outcome. It's like well, even if you, for some reason, not feeling the support of the universe right here, right now, in the beginning of the month, just know that trusting your heart is gonna open a door to a brand new chapter in your life. It's not necessarily for all of you to be influenced by the transit of Jupiter in your 10th house of career, because it might be in any area of your life. But even with a small step, it's gonna open a bigger chapter little by little. If you're not secure into your actions in that time, especially around the middle of the month, just take a very, conservative steps forward, and not even steps, make the first step to a new reality, a new choice, a new, let's say, development in whatever area of your life. Because this card, Nine of Cups, it's a proof and it's an indication that most likely this is going to be the first step of a very emotionally satisfying of a journey, Leo. So really, it's not time for you to be worrying, to be not sure, not secure in your actions, but it's time for you to recognize the desires and the truth, wishes of your heart. Let them guide you, and whatever it brings to your attention as a choice or as a decision, follow it up with faith and optimism, because most likely, little by little, it's gonna bring you to exactly where you're gonna feel most happy. Let's see what else we can read in this spread. Show me everything else that Leo needs to know about month of May, the new chapter, and the choices that it brings to them. Show me everything that Leo needs to know. Let's see. So, Judgment Day in reverse is being clarified by Two of Swords. Knight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Lovers. Then the Fool is being clarified by the Justice, all in an upright position. And then Nine of Cups is being clarified by Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, and the final outcome, Leo, is the Magician. And not only that, a sneak peek to what is following after that. Wheel of Fortune in an upright position. But I'm gonna leave this for the month of June. Let's focus on the month of May. And what we have here is, for whatever reason, on a mental level, you might be not sure about the choices that you're making. Maybe you lack clarity. Maybe you lack confirmation of or a proof that everything is gonna move exactly as you really hope and you wish for. But this is something that you are built to face, Leo, because, as I said, your strength is really in your heart and not so much in your mind, especially when you need to make important life decisions. I'm not trying to say that you are not smart, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that you, Leo, particularly, can trust your heart over your mind. Of course, this is my opinion, but then let's see what else is going to be following after that. As I said, there is a major new beginning in the month of May for you, and it's clarified by the Justice. It's like, even if you are not, and look at the sword, there is the sword, the one straight up sword that the lady in the card is, holding, and on another side, in her other hand, she's holding actually the scale. It's like the Judgment Day, it's a decision, but it's also talking about making the right judgment about a situation. So I'm going to ask you again, did you really make the right judgment when you are feeling not secure about what it's up to follow? Because by my opinion, if you really judge again, if you calculate the situation again, but this time with the pure understanding of what your heart desires, the the sword in the hand of the lady in the Justice card, then I can guarantee you that this new chapter, this new beginning, that it's, coming for you in the month of May, it's going to be very justifiable to your actions. It's like, if you have no doubt and if you make the right judgment about every little step of the way, you actually gonna have the results that you are investing your time and energy to get. Because justice is clarifying that there is going to be justice to your action. There is going to be justice to your optimism. You only need to get straight on what you want and what you want to choose for yourself this new chapter to look like, to develop like. It's like this is really great support, energetically speaking, to this new beginning in your life, Leo. And not only that, you might be feeling restless because, again, this is a mental energy, the inability for you to rest your mind, restless mind, worried mind, troubled mind. That's what comes to my mind. And a mind that it's not able to relax, to chill, to cut negativity, toxicity out. And it's also presented in the Two of Swords. It's like you might be worried about the things that you don't know, and that's quite normal. But yet, maybe this is exactly the pressure that you need to get to, the most sacred wish that you carry with you. That it's a, very important ingredient in this new chapter, in this new beginning. And not only that, as I said, month of May is gonna present choices for you to decide, to choose from. And here we have the Lovers on top of the Knight of Pentacles, that it's also talking about you making an important choice, and it might be a choice to do with a partnership. It might be that you need to choose a new partner, or you need to make a choice about relationships in general. But still, as I said from the beginning, as long as you don't rush, as long as you don't push yourself to have all the information, at the beginning, to be clear on everything, every little detail, but you still make a move and you make sure that your first step is solid, grounded, and doesn't have any, overall expectation attached to it, you're gonna be doing just fine. Because the final outcome for you, and this is why I love tarot so much, because I cannot make up this story. It's just the cards, and they are quite clear. There is a brand new beginning opening for you, full with justice and balance to your actions. You're gonna be getting proportionate results to what you initiate, to what you invest in as energy, as efforts. And this is gonna bring you really, by the end of this month, to the clear realization that it's all up to you. You are the magician at the end of this period, Leo. This literally means you are ready to start something new on a material, tangible level. It's like whatever the worries, whatever the confusion, whatever lack of clarity, or whatever, let's say, support that you might be expecting or needing before that, well, it's the time for you to show what you're made of. and you are strong and very powerful of individual. And at the end of this month, you might realize just that, because this is, of course, it's a major arcana, but it's like really pointing to the fact that, ready or not, here you are, starting something new, starting something from scratch, something that you most likely are going to get prepared and organized for, at least in the first 10-20 days of the month. But then, entering June, you're gonna have much clarity, because the magician is someone that recognizes the opportunities that the period, the time, the situation is presenting to them, and having this in mind as above, or in your case as around you, so above, I mean, as above, so below. So as around, so you act. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, it's my first reading today. It's still quite early in the morning, but it's the most precious energy, because my mind is really not occupied with anything else but your reading, Leo. And in this case, I can really bring to your attention the fact that no matter how restless you are, unprepared and not supported, you're still going to be making choices that are going to be leading you to the realization that it's now the time for you to start something completely new, to open a brand new chapter, but this time supported to your actions, and really make a dream come true, Leo. Believe it or not, it's an opportunity that it's going to unfold for you little by little, I believe, in the summer. But if you don't feeling it, if you are not recognizing it, just be aware. Even if you don't find yourself completely ready, make sure that you make step by step moving forward in whatever direction your heart leads you to, Leo. I hope this is all clear to you. Let me know in the comments, Leo. And thank you for your time.